traveling on dividends. She said that I'm bald like a 90s.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Up next, we're keeping it in the NFC for this one, between the Los Angeles Rams and the Dallas Cowboys. These NFC teams have waited for all season long. We're away in Wild Card Weekend. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now running here with Jaden Blue. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Let's see, Kate. Establish the run, cash in on the opening drive, and play from in front. That's the dream scenario to any contest. And runs like that gets the ball rolling.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Shotgun snap, a give to Blue. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Down the field, he's got land. He hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. They got 21 yards on the play, and that'll be good for Dallas. First down.
On the ready. Ready. Cougar 19.
They'll start the drive with Blue. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
If you really study the great teams when it comes to running that play, that draw concept, watch the offensive line's pad level. Those defenders, those linebackers, they're looking for cues and tells. That offensive line gives it away, that play gets hit in the mouth. Instead, those guys sold it just perfectly, and the yards followed.
Here we go. Viking 18.
In the red zone now. This one's caught. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Give on second here to Blue. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Ready, set.
7th play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Milton. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys finish up an excellent opening series. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. His return starts at the 5. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready. Let's go.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Rams have the first down. One play in, and they are already close to midfield. Here's Tracy on first down. Not a whole lot to speak of here, partner. 2-yard gain at most at second down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Looking to throw, Taylor. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be drugged down. It looks like at that 37-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First down. Let's go. Cowboy 80.
Man in motion here.
Ready.
First down, play action. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. Ball stays at that 37. Here's second and 10.
Come on, come on. Hey! Hey, God! Up!
Off the play fake. He'll throw. Gets him on the end route. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down to the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Staying between the tackles with Tracy. He picks him up about 4 yards there. Second down coming up.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6.
60 Eagles! 60 Eagles!
Here's Taylor. Into the end zone, but not brought in. It falls incomplete. We'll bring up third down.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone, and defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away.
And that is a Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams finish off their opening drive. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep. Certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves it can stop it.
Tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Short kick here, fielded at the 17. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, first and 10. Back to throw, here's Milton. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap here to Milton. Roman Wilson reels it in. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Here's Milton, 1st and 10. Caught, nice gain left side. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
Throwing now, Milton. Makes the connection. This is Jaden Blue. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Up the middle, Blue. And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
8 yards to go as they get set on 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Start. Ready, ready.
Now Milton to throw. Catch made. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. He felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
19, Chuck, let go.
He's keeping it, gonna get it forward. And he's in for the touchdown. The Cowboys break the tie here in the first. They broke out the design, run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, KQB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Go.
To the air, Taylor. Taking a deep shot here. He steps in and makes the interception. And the Cowboys get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
Off the play fake. Here's Milton. To the left side, reeled in by Wilson. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down. All set to go now from the 35.
Cougar 19.
They'll run the toss to Blue. And he manages to get back to the line, but no further, as we're at the end of one. One quarter gone in our opening round game of the NFC postseason. It's a 14-7 game. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment.
Got it. Ready?
Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They have second and pretty long here.
Ready?
Here's Milton. It's Pickens on the slant. He's stopped at the 31-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. It's not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6.
70. 18 Cardinals.
He gets the handoff. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. That's that running back to come up with more than he's used to on 3rd down. He made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly. He sure made that one look routine.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. On the give, it's Blue. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I know we all love the big home run plays, the highlight reel plays, but as an offense, these are just the stay-on-schedule kind of plays. But I love the commitment to this run game. Keep working that body, keep working that body, keep working that body, and eventually you could take the will away from your opponent.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Ready?
3rd down run with Blue. And finally, they're able to bring him to the ground. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Trying to throw this from the gun. And he's got it. It's in close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Ready up.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
To the right side, he's caught by Ferguson. And he's tackled for no gain.
I wish everybody had the opportunity to feel how fast that decision is made. With that RPO, it is a split second. And when you make the incorrect read, well, the play's busted up before it ever has a chance to start.
Trap 60. Trap 60. Go.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Escapes the pocket. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He bought as much time as he could, but eventually, the only option left was to throw it away.
Aubrey puts it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They send a man in motion. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. He's going to try another deep one here. That's grabbed inside the 30. He makes it in for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams face a 4-point deficit.
I know you got a mixed chemistry looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
That one splits the uprights. And the Rams cut it to a field goal game. Always set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he'll decide to pass on the return here and take the touchback instead. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Milton escapes the pocket. This is caught by Blue. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield strike block as he's set out. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. On 1st down, it's Blue. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late. And this could have been much, much more exciting.
And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He gets down inside the 35-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
For a Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32.
Out of the gun, it's Milton. Short pass brought in. Running in the red zone. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys make it a 9-point advantage. George Pickens the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. The counter give to Tracy. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, you already got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Throwing from the gun. Gets made right side by Nakua. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, they didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready.
From the gun on 3rd down. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete.
That one really stings, Gabe, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go down that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Breaks it down. He's still going. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. New set of downs for him from the 31.
Liking 18.
They'll run this with Blue. Well, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. Cowboys with the lead here at AT&T. First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4.
Tag. Bronco 80.
Play fake. It's Milton. Buying some time left. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Top low, 18.
Milton now. No place for him to go here. The Rams rush all over him. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face fourth down. The Cowboys sending out their punting unit. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. So first and 10 now from the 30. Taylor. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they had somebody there for that quick stop, but a nice completion gets him across midfield. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's going to be good for an LA first down. Now it's Taylor. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. And they'll get there and stop him at the line. Clock continuing to run as the Rams hurry to the line.
Second and 10 at the Cowboys' 49-yard line.
Here's Taylor. Escapes the sack. Has it downfield, working the left. He's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. So 20 yards on that play. And Rams have the first down.
Ready?
Still sticking with the passing game. Completed over the middle. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Clock continuing to run as the Rams hurry to the line. Second down, looking for options. It's another first down mistake. He's intercepted again.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out and throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete. That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Dumped off to his running back. He's past the marker and past the 25. And he's finally brought down at the 30. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Here's the final play of our first half.
Let's go.
Back to throw it. Chased out to his right. A massive shot towards the end zone. And he's going to score a touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys will extend their lead as time expires in the half. George Pickens the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So late in the half, Brock, why not take a shot downfield? And their prayers are answered as they come up with that late touchdown.
You know, this is just a case of who wants it more. If you're in that secondary, all you're thinking is knock the ball down.
Yeah.
Even if you make some contact, right, they rarely call pass interference on plays like that. But somehow, some way, the ball lines up as a touchdown.
31. Rams 14.
All right, Brock, that was enough of a break. break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you, the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. And that's exactly what they did.
Here we go, here we go.
Let's start on the ground here. Tracy nearly starts the drive with a first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
That run may not have got you a first, but sure a nice little run to set the table.
Less than a ruler needed here on second down. To the air, Taylor. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Throwing off the play fake. And that one falls incomplete. So it would have been a great catch. Still was a great effort. That brings up second down.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Throwing, Taylor. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the sack forces a now tougher third down.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected decision-making there. Coming off the pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, he just took his medicine.
Cowboys going with a dime package now. Third down. Third and long for him here. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. A couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down. The Rams are set to punt. That's taken at the 15. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
At their own 23-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes first and 10.
Ready?
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play.
Let's go now.
Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offensive confidence.
And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Ready?
Back to the well again. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. That one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Here's Milton, first and 10. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. It was there, he just couldn't corral it. And now it's second down.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open and beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Here he goes again. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys push their lead further to start the half. George Pickens the touchdown. His third through the air this game. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys make it a 24-point ball game. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Here's the backup. First throw. Rolling out to his left. Connects on the crosser. It is going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. He'll pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They're throwing it. And this one won't be caught. We got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived. We've set it down from 37. To throw here on 1st down. This one to Williams out left side. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. And send him over right. From the red zone now. This one's caught. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 9-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. He's going to throw it again. Hits the slant. That is an LA touchdown. The Rams shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
22. Joshua Carney to kick off for
The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And not liking what it looked like ahead of him there, Brock. So he's going to take a knee, and this is going to come out to the 35-yard line. To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here. 1st and 10. Out of the gun. It's Milton. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Gain 15 there. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Off the play fake. Here's Milton. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Shotgun snap here to Milton. This is complete to Ferguson on left. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. Play fake. It's Milton. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside.